1, 2, 3, 4. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on.
It's Friday. Mike and John got it going on.
I heard that.
Brought to you by Jordan Genso, official Giggle Realtor.
He is.
He's a community servant, community realtor.
That he
and
is as
official
well.
Giggle Realtor.
Yeah, all of that is true.
You know, did you bring the plants in? Here we are, Memorial Day weekend.
I know there was a frost advisory last night.
And it was 38 degrees when I got in the vehicle to come over here.
I'm just going to say this
38.
right now. Just want to say this right now for any children. You might want to, if they're watching or whatever, just hold your ears. That's a bunch of bullshit. It's almost June.
Yes, it is almost June.
Could someone get in touch with Mother Nature and say, what the hell?
Hey, it's just kind of playing with us a little bit, isn't she? But it's going to be nice.
I posted a picture of my wife yesterday relaxing by our pool, which looks wonderful in her winter coat. The sun is out.
That was a little extreme. Come
but
on.
It was cold. It was cold. I mean, the
cold.
wind was blowing, and you're like, what the hell? So, all right.
Well, now that we got that out of our
Welcome
system,
to two old men bitching about the weather.
let's rock a little like we're in the rocking chairs.
That would be like Stanford and Waldorf on the Muppet Show.
Which one are you?
Yeah. I'm the old bald one. Hey, wait a
Okay,
minute.
That's the one you are.
Yeah.
All right, we've got a lot coming up today. We'll talk to Rhonda from The Torch. The great Bonnie Runyan joins us. And we've got a couple of drawings to do, too, don't we?
We do.
We'll find out if we have a winner or two. Correct guesses in last night's Thursday night trivia. All that and more soon to come. First, though, a look at local news. We'll see what's happening. Brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton.
All right, here's what's going on. The suspect charged in a suspected prostitution operation last week in Heartland Township is an investigator with the Michigan Department of Corrections. 44-year-old Scott Matthew Fink of Milford was arrested by the Michigan State Police Special Investigations Section after they executed a search warrant May 19th at the Best Western in Heartland Township at US 23 and M59. Fink is a former police detective with the Highland Park Police Department. He was employed at the time as a special investigator with the MDOC's Internal Affairs Division. Also arrested was a 35-year-old East Lansing woman. She was released pending further investigation. A spokesperson for the MDOC says Fink was placed on unpaid suspension following the arrest. Fink is charged with transporting a person for prostitution, accepting earnings from prostitution, and aiding and abetting. He is next due in court May 30th for a probable cause conference. An upcoming construction project, and we just don't have enough of those, do we?
Bring out the barrels.
No, they're bringing them out.
Roll out the barrels.
They're rolling them out. They're
The
bringing
barrel
them out.
of fun.
This project is going to impact traffic in the Fowlerville area through most of June, starting Wednesday, June 7th, and lasting through Wednesday, June 28th. A road rehabilitation project will close the Fowlerville Road I-96 overpass in Handy Township, that's just south of the village, to through traffic. They'll also be closing both of the eastbound I-96 ramps. The detour for the eastbound 96 on-ramp will be Van Buren to Nicholson to Grand River to Burkhart. So that'll be fun.
It's Donald Duck and mathematics.
Drivers wishing to exit eastbound 96 are advised to instead get off the freeway at the previous exit. That's exit 122 for the Stockbridge-Weberville exit. Proceed east then on Grand River. Access to businesses along the closed portion of Fowlerville Road will be maintained to and from the south. The Livingston County Road Commission advises, as always, that project's timeline is dependent on the weather. And Cub Scout Pack 344 have partnered up with Bountiful Harvest of Brighton, collecting non-perishable food along the parade route during the Memorial Day Parade in Brighton this Monday. The American Legion Post 235 will be conducting the 2023 Memorial Day Parade in Brighton starting Monday at 10 a.m. Those who plan to attend the parade are asked to bring canned goods and other non-perishable food items and give them to the Scouts and their families to help fill their trailer as it goes by. So the Cub Scouts trailer will be in the parade, and as it goes by, there'll be people along the route collecting canned goods and non-perishable food, and then they'll put them in the trailer, which of course they want to fill up and give that to Bountiful Harvest. And for those who can't make it to the parade, the Scouts will also be at the Brighton Farmers Market every Saturday, and they'll collect those donations there as well. Bountiful Harvest, by the way, provides food for over 5,100 families in Livingston County, with new families added weekly. And you'll find details on all that on our website, mikeandjohnpodcast.com. And that's what's going on.
And news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. Are you a Cooper and Binkley Rewards member?
Everybody has 12 luxury cars. Some people.
Is there something we need to know?
I don't know. That was just some lady on
Who
Facebook.
invited her on the show?
Some lady on Facebook just showed up and
Well, I wonder if she's a
Yep.
Cooper and Binkley Rewards member.
I don't know.
Are you? If not, stop by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers this week and sign up because you'll receive a $25 activation bonus. And they have special bonuses coming through the month of June for you Cooper and Binkley C&B Rewards members. So get signed up today. Take advantage of those rewards and all the bonuses too. From Cooper and Binkley Jewelers, if you want to find out more, go to their website, cooperandbinkleyjewelers.com, or better yet, just stop in and say hi to the staff and get yourself signed up. Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. So more and more construction popping up. And I know, we wanted to get the roads fixed, but we do still need some to move around. You fix them all, and it's like you're in a maze to try and find a way to get to where you got to go,
Right.
And then everybody else in that same conundrum. Yes, I used conundrum on this Friday show.
Yes, you did use conundrum, my friend. And
Did I use it correctly?
Will
I think
remember.
so.
I think you did. Yes, I think you did. Very good.
All right.
I'm very proud of you.
Every now and then I thought to myself today, let's use the word conundrum.
You thought self?
Let's
Look up conundrum and then use it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I didn't look it up.
Maybe we
though.
should have a word of the day.
Your word is conundrum.
My word was bullshit. It's talking about the weather.
We could clip that out, and that could just be what we put on your tombstone.
Actually,
news guy where you put
I
that
like
as your
that.
word.
I like that.
I don't
Just,
know if you can use that. As,
John King, born 66, died whenever. Bullshit.
Well, we've got the proof now.
All right.
You want to do that?
That's it.
All right.
Consider this my will.
Last will and
Yeah.
testament.
I'm going to leave you everything
Yes.
in the Giggo basement.
Oh, I'm so lucky. I want that in writing.
I feel like Fred Sanford when he, this will be yours, dummy.
And yep, quite the dummy. So we're going to talk to Ron at the Torch in just a little while. The great Bonnie Runyan. What was she supposed to tell us about? Was it the reunion?
Yeah. She had her class reunion.
The class.
Right.
Yeah. So what was it? 80 years? No, 60 years? Something like that. I can't remember. Well, I guess Bonnie will remember because she was there. Or maybe it was just.
I don't want to speculate.
As you get a little bit older, sometimes they blend together years.
They do put classes
It's just a
together.
reunion
Well,
for if you were there between now and 1920.
Now, I would say when Bonnie went to school and her like my parents' generation, when they went to school, I mean, classes were so much more closer, I guess.
Yeah, well, they were smaller too.
They were smaller and they were closer together, and so reunions meant more. I went to one high school reunion, and I was like, nope, and not coming back. So.
Well, I may be going to.
Sure they cheered when I left, but that's besides the point.
See, you got a standing O.
That's besides the point.
and that's when you said,
Yeah.
bullshit. All right, just check. So in this week's trivia,
Yes.
everybody that had the correct answer will go into our secondary drawing bin, which is our original, our OG.
The OG bin.
The OG bin, which
Yeah.
is a former laundry basket.
No, it's not. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a hamper.
It's a hamper. Yeah, whatever it was.
It's a collapsible
Yeah.
drawing pin that we're going to use, but we still have a chance to get more people in there from last night's
We
trivia.
have our main hopper, but that's
the hopper from the ghetto that
that's-
I risked my life to go get.
That is full of entries, the general giveaway entries, which, by the way, you can be a part of if you go to mikeandjohnpodcast.com.
I can?
You can. You
We
can
have a website?
enter giveaway entries there. So, for instance, later in the show, we're going to make a drawing for a lunch for two at Torch 180. That will come out of the main hopper. But
This is a subsidiary of the main hopper.
Wow, you use conundrum and subsidiary.
I'm an overachiever today.
Lots of syllables on today's show.
In last night's Thursday night trivia, brought to you by Firehouse Store, serving Livingston County for over 25 years. Think about that. How old were you when Firehouse Store started 25 years ago? I was 25 years younger.
I was
Just a wee young lad.
31.
Unparalleled service and products. Yeah, remember when you were 31?
Barely.
It was a long time ago, but they're experienced and can take care of you for all your garage door needs. Over 70% of U.S. households include at least one person who does this.
Right.
What is it?
That's 7 out of 10.
2 days in a row, he's sharp with the math.
If you're going to throw out syllables, I got to be on
You
something
gotta
here.
brag about your math.
Yeah. All right. Interesting answers.
Laura said does all the cooking.
Yeah.
Because usually you do have that person that either prides themselves in what a great cook or chef or griller they are, or they're just stuck with it because
Right.
nobody else will do it.
Another Mary said, in considering things that we've just talked about today, said swears.
Only one person in the house swears? What's wrong with that household? Katie said has insomnia. Christine said charity work.
Right. Works from home. Ashley and a couple others said that.
James said drives. At least one person in the family drives. That's pretty good. Lori says mows the lawn. There's the person that's in charge of that. Or writes the check to the people that do the lawn.
I'm a hero.
John sure has a nice
Actually,
lawn.
I don't even do that.
No,
My wife
This
handles
is
all the
online
bills.
payments.
She just pays the bill.
You can at least step it up a little bit. Because traditionally cutting the grass is
I
the
know.
guy's job.
I get it.
You did the
When
thing
I
where
was
you
younger,
decided, hire it out.
right. You do your lawn and you take pride in it and you edge it and you
Was that back
weed
when you were
whip it
31?
and- yeah, back when I was about 31. And at a certain point, for those guys out there or ladies who take pride in doing their lawn and I have great for you, wonderful.
in the name of lawn.
But there was a certain point where I was just like, I do not need to be doing this.
I
I'm
look at
sorry.
it's good therapy.
Yeah.
So right now it's part of my son's rent. So he has to cut the lawn.
That's beneficial as well. But then,
So anyway, you should have at least took over writing the check to the.
well, it's all online, and my wife.
See, you could
could
have.
My wife doesn't.
You're
want
not
me-
allowed.
I don't.
I got it.
I don't get
Okay.
allowed. I'm not. I don't even know the passwords. Okay.
She's changing them every
Yeah.
day. I got to keep it from him. He can't even figure out 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are numbers, and he's not good with those. Let's see. John said cleans. Christine said packs a lunch.
Right.
Grocery shops for the household. Sometimes that's one of those things. Usually one person really hates to do it, so somebody else does it. Or it's just, I guess I got to stop for groceries today if we want to eat. Jeff says drinks. At least one person in the family.
Well, because the other one is
Driving them to drink.
right. Yvonne said bites their nails.
I'm a nail biter.
I am a bad nail biter. Right? Horrible habit.
Yeah, you got to quit that.
I know.
We'll put vinegar on your nails. Well, you might like the flavor.
Linda said cleans the toilet, and I want to let you right now. I do not bite my nails after I clean the toilet.
Well, just don't clean the toilet. Then you can bite your nails.
This is why I never clean the toilet.
He's a nail biter. It really gives him stress, too.
That's right.
That's one job.
yeah.
Nobody likes to do it.
Brandon said
If you do, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Brandon said peas in the shower. Okay, George Costanza.
Yeah, it's when you think about it, and let's try not to, but peeing in the shower, it's going to the same place if you use the toilet. Is it or
it
is
is.
it
There's
not?
a drain right there, and you're like, well,
I don't do it, and I haven't done it. I've never done it.
I understand the allure.
But you think about it, and you go, well, it's saving me a flush. The water's running anyway.
I'm actually helping the planet right now. The problem with this is, if we're going to talk about this, targeting, okay, then there's splashing. All right,
Yeah.
If you got a slow drain, you're standing in pee.
Yeah.
This is
Now, if
not
you're peeing
good.
in a tub, that's worse. If you're taking a bath and you pee in the tub, that's something definitely wrong with that.
Just pee in the toilet.
Thanks a
all
lot, Brandon,
Yeah.
for taking us
What the
there.
hell?
Karen said, sucks thumbs. Now, that could be a fetish.
Are their own though?
I don't. Let's not go there.
Didn't say.
Attend school, said Cindy. That's a great guess, if you have kids or perhaps.
Or an adult learner going back to
moving
school.
on. Yeah. Flossing, said Elizabeth.
Right. Lots of good answers. Lots of hygiene related
Yeah.
answers.
Did we get golf and sings in the shower? singing in the shower.
I didn't see that. You did see that?
Yeah, Beth
okay.
said sings in the shower.
Now, a number of people did correctly guess it, and if I'm not mistaken, I think right off the bat, Madonna.
I think she was one of the first guessers, and
I think
she
she
did get it.
nailed it right out of the gate.
Yeah, look at that.
The answer, 70% of homes have at least one person that snores.
Yeah, we had 3 or 4 people that
Right.
got that, and I have already entered their names into our drawing bin. Are we doing that now, or are we going to save it?
I don't know.
for-
What do you think?
Let's save it for later and hold
okay.
it, the suspense.
That's quite a conundrum.
Just so you know, yes, it is. all the people that have won all week, we kept your list and we put you on the Gigo official legal pad, cut into little pieces, and put you into our subsidiary hopper.
Ah, nice job.
So we will draw for that and just let's do it now.
Okay, we'll do.
All right, because we got to call Bonnie.
Okay, Bonnie, find out about the class review.
What are we giving away today?
This is for the $100 in gift certificates to downtown Brighton businesses, courtesy of our show's sponsor, Jordan Genso, of course, celebrating Main Street May, picking out a different business each week in downtown Brighton to highlight. This week it was LR Bowl. Of course, we talked to Chef Steve Pylon on Wednesday, and the winner will that you're about to draw out here will go to LR Bowl and pick up their bag, their gift bag of gift certificates, $100.
It's a gift bag.
It's a double gift.
Gift
it's a
card
gift squared
certificate
bag.
bag.
I don't know. Anyway, they're going to get gift certificates, $100 worth to downtown.
Jordan
Brighton
had a lot of
businesses.
gift bags laying around and decided
Let's
to put
to
gift
get rid of
cards
them.
in.
Yeah, you know what?
So he's passing it on.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
what we do with gift bags.
All right.
All right, so as you can see, this is the OG hopper.
And show them how it's official on the front.
Oh, yeah, in the front.
Yeah.
Yes, it's official.
It has our old logo, which you can't see.
All right.
All right.
So this is shaking it up,
Okay.
reaching in.
Thanks for the play-by-play.
I have 2 fingers, my index and thumb,
right.
on our winner,
Who do
which
we
is Dan White.
Dan White.
Congratulations, Dan.
All right. Congratulations to Dan White. You win the $100 in gift certificates to downtown Brighton businesses, and you'll be collecting those at LR Bowl. Of
Perhaps
course,
the taco window if you want.
yeah, you can arrange to pick them up at the taco window, and with some tacos. And of course, all courtesy of Jordan Genso, community servant, community realtor, 15 years of experience handling Livingston County real estate matters with insight into all aspects of the real estate process. And of course, if you want to know more, you can give him a call at 248-444-9777.
We have a conundrum again, John.
Uh-oh.
It's Main Street May.
Right.
We're getting to the end of May, but we got a half week of May left.
That's right. But we do have
a couple days in next
That's
week.
true.
So do we have another
We
Main
do.
Street May drawing coming
we
up next
do,
week? Look at that.
According to Jordan,
All right.
there is one more business that's going to be highlighted next week. And let me just say, I don't want to. We'll unveil that, I think, Monday. But I'll
No,
just
we
say,
won't because we won't be here Monday. It's a holiday.
We'll unveil that on Tuesday. So really, there's only 2 days of May that we're going to be. Yeah. But anyway, it's a rather sudsy, clean business. It's very clean.
Very clean.
Yeah.
All right. You can ponder that this weekend.
Sure.
We're calling the great Bonnie Runyan. See how that crazy reunion went.
Right. Wonder if she's hungover.
Boy, I remembered you this morning when I got up, but then I'm sitting here going 100 miles an hour, and I thought, oh my phones are, oh my, hi.
Well, good morning.
Good morning, Bonnie.
And it is a good morning.
Yeah. So
Frost and all.
we
Yeah, really. Did you pull in your plants last night?
I covered them up.
Oh, okay.
yeah. You know, they should make. You know, I know there's like burlap, but is there special plant blankets so they're soft?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I
Is it
heard
like
a tip.
webbing
Somebody said one way, and it sounds counterintuitive. There's another big word today.
That's a big word Friday.
But they said you actually mist the plants with water so it forms a protective ice layer on it.
And you know what?
I don't know if that would work or not.
Yeah. I know that like orange growers, I think, didn't we talk about this? I forgot.
I think the apple orchards do this.
Right, exactly. So there's a precedent for it. Now, whether it works for your petunias, I have no idea.
Hey, my petunias are aching
Sorry.
today. Hey, Bonnie, before we get started, because we do want to find out about the reunion, we want to say hi to Jeff O'Brien and Tom Stahl. They have just followed us.
Oh, hi.
So they're following us. They're tailing us.
Cool.
We're going to change it for Mike and John. It's not following, it's tailing.
Right.
We got a tail on us, John. It's Jeff O'Brien and Tom Stahl. Thanks
Oh,
for
you would
tailing
be
us.
fun to tail.
I think it'd be
Check
pretty.
to see if we got a tail.
I think it'd be pretty boring.
Yeah, probably would.
It'd be pretty
There they go.
Well, this is where all those years of watching Bird Notice will come in. Picked up some good tips from Michael Weston.
How to catch a tail. So anyway, Bonnie, how was the reunion?
It was fabulous. There was 6 members from our class. I know there was one class that the guy said, "I'm the only one here." You know, they have a table set up for each
Each year?
class.
Yeah.
No, it's coming. Yeah. It was just wonderful. You know, I get to
Good.
connect with somebody I used to babysit with, and just great.
What
Great,
about that
great.
guy you kissed under the bleachers?
There was never.
How
What
dare
did we
you,
talk about
sir?
last week? The first date guy.
Oh, the first date guy.
Was he there?
No.
No. Okay.
But you saw some old friends?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you just can't help but know, you know, when you've gone to Hartman schools into 12th grade. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like what was the big topic of discussion? I mean, was there one or?
You know what? There was Annette Sweden. No, not Annette. I don't know. Sweden. Anyways, she gave a great little mini speech about things that went on in Heartland. You know how blessed we are with the music hall and the Cromain Library. And,
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
You had a good time.
So did just out of curiosity, did you, when you were in conversation with some of your old Heartland mates, discuss your position here on the Mike and John Got It Going On show? A little bragging point.
You know, I didn't. Me bad.
Bonnie,
She doesn't want to hold that over their head.
I know.
I mean,
maybe
you know,
it's
that's
showboating a little bit.
rude.
Me bad. Me bad.
Well, there are phases that you go through, like the 10-year reunion. A 10-year reunion, you know, you're and with social media, the reunion's a lot different now. But I mean, back in our day, like 10-year reunion, John went and got a standing ovation when he left.
Right. I went and I wasn't there very long, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I don't need to be with you people. But I suspect that I think you know your generation. I think it was just a different era, different time, and I think people were a bit closer.
Well, and the older you get, the more you appreciate getting together.
True.
Yeah.
Is class reunions.
Yeah, because like I said, in the 10-year, you're finding out who got married and that
Right.
kind of thing, and if they're having kids and all that, and then you get to like the 20-year, and then it becomes like a who's divorced and available. And my wife and I are coming up on the 40-year reunion for hers, and we may go, even though in this day and age, if you're on social media or Facebook or whatever, you've probably connected with whoever you want to.
Yeah.
And others,
Right.
you're like, yeah, I don't.
I wonder if that that's a good point. I wonder if that makes a difference. to
Okay, so you're saying like it would be just your class.
Yeah, I mean, we in our class in Livonia Stevenson, we had over 600 students
Right.
in our graduating class, each of us. So it's
But
you were
it's
lucky if
cool.
you knew, a
Right.
quarter of that.
Oh, sure. Yes. Oh, yeah. You know, that's what's so cool about this alumni banquet. It's all the years.
Yeah.
If you graduated from Heartland High School, you're in.
All right.
So were there any youngsters there?
Believe it or not, yes, there were I'd say 4 or 5.
Now, what qualifies as a youngster?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is it the 20-somethings or?
20 something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And where did the years go?
Yeah. Yes.
Was there any dancing?
No.
Was there
No.
a DJ?
No.
No. Okay. It was a banquet. Yeah. You're right. It was a banquet.
A
No,
banquet.
Right.
You know.
You know, you socialize, you enjoy good food, and it doesn't get any better than connect with people that you just haven't seen in forever and ever.
Yeah.
You know, you've got family and you've got friends that you connect with all the time, but yeah.
Yeah. Now, did anybody come from far away? You know that.
Yes,
Yeah.
somebody came in from Florida for it, and somebody came in from over on the East Coast somewhere.
Ah.
Yeah,
Oh,
the one from
Starbucks.
Florida come the farthest, and she got a prize.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, very good. Well, we're glad you enjoyed it, Bonnie, and shared the
Well, I
experience
hope
with us.
you guys are enjoying life, enjoying this beautiful weather that's coming up.
It is supposed to get better starting this weekend and then into next week.
We might even
it'll-
get to 90 by like Wednesday
Right,
or
right.
something. So
That's
it's like we just can't decide. It's all over the map.
It's Michigan, you know.
They have warmer nights.
Yeah.
Right, that's what you're right about.
I mean, this bit of turning on my furnace at 4:00 this morning
Right,
just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a word for it earlier, Bonnie, but we're
Yeah,
not going to
we won't
repeat it
say it in
now.
front of you.
So
John was swearing on the show.
I was
Bonnie.
swearing. I'm sorry. But yeah,
Well, remember, our favorite expression on the farm was "shit happens."
well then there you go.
And if you had a
And
bowl,
it's true.
yeah,
That's right. That's a fact.
That is a fact. You can't deny that.
It covers a lot of territory.
it really does.
Literally.
Well, as always, Bonnie, a lot of fun. We'll catch up with you next week, and we're hoping that you're going to be able to come to Mike and John night. Did we mention we're having a Mike
I
and
think
John
we
night?
did mention that.
Not yet.
Yeah.
We've been using big words, and that
well,
hasn't come up
that's
yet.
true. But yeah, again, for anyone who's not heard us mention it, which I don't, where have you been?
Yeah.
Thursday, June 1st at Eternity Brewing, Mike and John night to benefit the Walk to End Alzheimer's.
So we're hoping you can make it out and visit with us a little bit, and kind of have our own little reunion.
Right. Right. That would be cool.
All right. Well, if you can make it, Bonnie, we got a spot at the table
Yeah,
for
we'll
you.
buy you an ale
Yeah, a Mike
All
and
right.
John ale. All right.
or a ginger ale, whichever you want.
Just make it cola.
All right.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
Yeah,
you got.
absolutely.
All right.
All right, guys.
All right, thanks, Bonnie.
Have a great day.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Bye.
All right, we appreciate you too.
All right. The great Bonnie Runyan. Well, that was a little different than I expected. I don't know why. Probably.
Yeah, see,
probably
Bonnie's
she
always a
fell in line.
surprise,
Yeah.
you know,
She
I
fell
mean-
in line with you on
Yeah.
stuff. Using those
See?
other words that we probably shouldn't use on this
Yeah,
show.
we use them anyway.
All right. So we're going to talk to Rhonda in just a minute
Right,
or two.
from Torch 180.
And as we said with the Mike and John night, a part of that is if you want to join the Mike and John Got It Going On walk team for
Right.
the Walk to End Alzheimer's, which comes up in September. We'll be signing people up there. And if you sign up at Eternity with us, you're going to get one of our exclusive super purple Mike and John Walk to End Alzheimer's shirts.
Indeed.
The Got It Going On
And,
team.
and our creative team has been working
And working.
and working
And overtime
and,
working.
and it's going to be worth it.
It sure is. As soon as we get one,
As
we're
soon as
going to
we-
show it to you. Right now, we just have the mock-up.
Hope
but
to have them by June 1st. You know, we will.
I'm sure we will.
No, but really, they're working very hard. So.
They're really cool.
But they're going to be sharp shirts. Sharp shirts.
Sharp shirts. Sharp shirts. Say it on the side of your mouth.
No,
will ya?
that's okay.
What's in this coffee?
I don't know.
I want more. Okay, let's see what's going on at Torch 180 with Rhonda and the gang. They may have a long weekend coming up too.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
would imagine.
Good morning.
Hi, Rhonda.
How are ya?
We're good. We were just wondering if you have a long weekend for the staff there taking the weekend off. Or is Torch going to be open as usual for business this
Torch
weekend?
we will not be open on Saturday. No,
Okay.
and we're typically not open on Monday.
All right.
So yes, we get a long weekend.
a little bit of a breather for the team. So what's been going on? Thinking
Oh, my
about the June menu or what?
Oh yeah, Blake's name got drawn, so he's making some plans for the June menu. He has a very different palate, so we've kind of been doing some negotiating with him with some of his ideas. So, but I think he's going to have us bring back the Reuben because the Reuben is always super popular.
Absolutely.
He was actually talking about doing a Reuben soup, but we have found that soup in the summer doesn't really sell, and
Yeah.
trying a totally new flavor that, like, you guys kind of went,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, with the root, I like the idea, but do you put sauerkraut in the soup?
I have no
would
idea. I
imagine.
didn't even look at the recipe because it was like, that's probably not going to fly.
Okay, yeah. No, well, this is why you're in charge.
But you're bringing back the Reuben, and you mentioned Blake has a different palate. So
Yes.
what's different about Blake's palate?
He just has, like he's very into like different types of ethnic cuisines. And so whatever it is he's focusing on, like when we were doing the gala, he wanted a very much a New Orleans Mardi Gras feel for the whole thing, hence the gumbo that he did.
Yeah.
And so he kept saying, I just feel like it should be a Jewish menu, like with Jewish types of food. And so I'm guessing a Reuben soup might be something like that.
Yeah.
He's got our side salad. So normally we've done, the students in the past have picked a broccoli salad, which is super popular, superfood coleslaw. So we're going to do an Israeli salad this time because he really wanted to try that. And to be honest, I haven't looked at the recipe yet.
Okay, because I was going to ask you what's in an Israeli salad.
A concession.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, soup-wise, if you do go back to the soup idea, I would suggest matzo ball soup.
Oh.
Because that's always a favorite.
Watch
even
your
you know,
language on this
so
show.
people enjoy. When we have served matzo ball soup to friends or neighbors, they all enjoy it. It's very good.
They don't say, what the hell is that?
You're an authority too.
Yeah. So
now,
right.
Heck yeah. All right. Well, you know what? I will mention. I'm sure he
Make a
might
note of
just
that.
really want that. Yeah.
But the Israeli salad sounds interesting. I'm curious to see what that turns out to be.
Maybe the soup will be a fall thing for.
Right.
This is very true.
How do you go about drawing the names for, is deciding whose month it is?
There's a bowl, and it's got names.
All right. I wondered if it was.
Pieces of paper.
Well, we have a laundry basket.
Yeah.
So,
if you ever need to borrow that.
Gosh, that would have been nice. But
Is
we
there any-
actually, we have them in a bowl.
Yeah. No, that's
All right. And if it's your month this month, does your name go in the bowl next month so you could get two in a row? All right. I was going to say.
No, because some of our students, and then we'll sometimes talk, and if we've got a student who's almost done here, we'll be like, actually, we should let them go because they're going to be leaving. And so the apprenticeship is it's kind of a long commitment, and so those guys are in there, but their names are just in there, and then they get to pick. I mean, we can't really take our burgers off like so many people. That's the most popular thing we have. So they can change up the paninis, they can change up the soup, they can change up the salad. And if they want to pick a dessert, they can do that too. So
all right. So they get the whole menu options.
And they also they have to be able to make whatever it is that they're picking.
Yeah, of course. That's
I got an idea. You guys can make it.
Yeah, you can't come up with, I'm going to have a beef bourguignon and put that together, will you?
Well, I think Blake's original choices, I heard the discussion going in the kitchen, but I wasn't in there. I'm pretty sure they were like really, really complex.
Yeah,
so
right.
then they started talking them back a little bit. So, and I think we're going to do, because June is Pride Month, and that's really significant to Blake. We're going to do, I think, a rainbow cheesecake.
Nice.
So, yeah.
All right. So we'll look for that on the menu.
Starting in June.
Yes.
Yeah. I reached into our Torch 180 hopper, which is our general hopper.
Yeah.
The hopper.
Picked
Yeah,
out
I
our
love
winner.
ours. I love our hopper, except that the tickets fall out when we spin
Yeah,
it.
you got to be careful about that. That's true.
Yeah.
That sometimes can be a problem.
I seem to remember that might have happened.
I think it did, and it happened. Yes, and
Don't
it
worry,
happened
we
here
covered it up. It was
recently.
great.
All right, get it back in there. Get it back in there.
All right. Our winner out of our Mike and John got it going on hopper for lunch for two at Torch 180, Kimberly McCarty. McCarty. So congratulations.
All right. Congratulations, Kimberly.
She'll be enjoying a great lunch in the near future.
Absolutely.
Well, Rhonda,
Yes.
say hi to everybody for us. Have a great long
I
weekend,
will.
and we'll talk to you next week. If you
All
get a
right, you
chance
guys.
to, you are also invited out to Mike and John night next Thursday.
Oh, it's next Thursday.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
Thursday, June 1st.
I'm pretty sure I have it on the calendar, and I was going to see if anybody wanted to come too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, bring the whole gang. Should be a lot of fun. All
Okay,
right.
cool.
All right, Rhonda, we'll talk to you next week.
All right, guys, take care.
Thanks,
you.
you too. All right, so
Bye.
congratulations to Kimberly on the lunch for two at Torch 180. All right, so anything else we need to cover before I get to our 2 cent history?
Let's see. We
don't have any big
we
words
used a bunch
in
of
this
big
one, I think.
words. We swore. Bonnie swore.
Yeah. We might have to bleep Bonnie. Nah.
No.
She's earned the right.
Yes, she has.
Today is May 20. What is today? The 26th.
26.
Yes, May 26th. It's National Cherry Dessert Day.
Okay.
National Cherry Dessert Day. By the way, did you hear about the woman that was suing, I think it was Costco or one of the big box stores, because she bought what she thought was a cherry pie
Okay.
in a wrapper. It was labeled, cherry pie.
like in a box or whatever.
Yeah, and then her daughter she bought it for her daughter to take for school lunch, and it was apple.
What?
And the distress that this caused, she's seeking $30,000 in damages.
Now, is she allergic to apples?
I don't think so. I think it was just
okay.
like, it's like when you think you're going to drink a Coke and you hit it and it's root beer and it throws the taste buds off.
Okay.
Is that really worth a lawsuit?
All right, so I want to imitate me opening up a box that I think is a cherry pie, but it turns out to be an apple pie. Okay, This is me. I'm like, sweet, an apple pie.
I thought I was getting cherries.
Yeah. So you can find a lawyer for anything.
Isn't that nice? That's America. Right. We're so happy. Eat more fruits and vegetables day. Now, if you bought a cherry pie and it ended up being a broccoli pie,
well, yeah,
I can understand.
Now that's suable.
Or asparagus pie.
I'm sorry. No, then we're going to court.
Rutabaga pie. It's Sally Ride Day.
Okay.
What did Sally do?
She was
first woman in space.
First American woman.
First American, yes. It's on this day in 1978. The first legal casino in the eastern United States opened. Atlantic City, New Jersey. There was no illegal things going on.
Not at all.
Even though it was a legal casino.
Yeah, watch Boardwalk Empire. Pretty good show. My dad grew up in Atlantic City, and I think I've mentioned before he was
a gambler.
Yeah, he was one of the gangsters.
He was a hustler.
There. Yeah. Oh, he hustled all right. He used to get. I think he
set
got
up
paid
chairs?
a nickel a chair or something like that for the Miss America pageant because he used to hold that in Atlantic City.
Look at that.
So that was, then he'd hang around, check
out
out
the
chicks. I could see her knees.
Yeah, what year was that? Nevada
It
looks
was a while ago.
Miss California looks pretty good this year. You know what? They look good every year.
I think Harry Truman might have been president. So.
She's got dark red lipstick on. 1990, for the first time ever, the top 5 positions on the U.S. singles charts were held by female artists. They were at number 1 in 1990. Madonna, Vogue. What are you looking at? Vogue. Hart was at number 2.
Okay.
Sinead O'Connor at 3. Okay. Wilson Phillips, Hold On, at number 4.
Okay.
And Janet Jackson.
Wow.
At number 5, 1990. What do you think it was? Song for Janet Jackson.
In 90?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Masquerade? Wasn't that one of the first songs? Escapade. It was Escapade.
It was Escapade.
Maybe. I don't know if that was
no,
the
that
song.
came earlier.
It could have been one of the songs from that album.
Well, no,
we'll have our staff check that out.
They're checking it right now.
Speaking of the Jacksons, it was on this day in 1994 that Michael and Lisa Marie Presley were married in the Dominican Republic. It was a real nice ceremony. They knew those kids were deeply in love, and it would last for a while. Isn't that what the vows said? It was on this day.
That's what they said.
1998. The Supreme Court ruled that Ellis Island, the historic gateway for millions of immigrants, is mainly in New Jersey, not New York.
Right.
The Supreme Court sat down and said, we need to talk about this. And why was that?
I guess because
who gets
to claim it?
Oh, yeah, it's ours.
Yeah, maybe. You know what? You're right. There was some. I'm sure there was tax implications.
Had to do something.
We get a portion of those proceeds. Okay.
Yeah. So it was in Jersey. Home of Atlantic City.
And how much of it was in Jersey?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Just a
It
portion.
was mainly in New Jersey.
So we'll say 3/4 of it.
Yeah,
so they
something
come
like
and
that.
cut off 3/4 of the Statue of Liberty. This is ours.
Arm drops.
Yeah.
And finally, 2011, Congress passed a 4-year extension of post-September 11th powers contained in the Patriot Act, allowing the government to search records and conduct roving wiretaps in pursuits of terrorists and whatever else they wanted to do.
Totally in line with our civil liberties and the Constitution.
Yeah. That's your 2-cent history lesson.
Yeah. Okay, so for Janet Jackson.
Yes, Janet Jackson.
It could have been one of 3 songs.
Right.
She
Escapade was
She had
one.
3 hits. Escapade was one of them. Black Cat
Yeah.
was another one. And then All Right were her 3 hits in 1990.
All right. I bet.
That was Matthew McConaughey. That was his hit.
That's what it's going to say in his tombstone.
All right. It really should.
That's your 2-cent history lesson for today.
What a lesson it was.
I think we learned a few things.
Not really.
You don't think so?
Do we ever, though? I don't know. One thing I learn every show.
It's time to go.
Well, yeah. But it's when I want car repairs and I want them done right.
Sometimes it's just maintenance.
Yeah. Or
And you
maybe-
want it
yeah,
done
absolutely.
right. It doesn't have to just be repairs.
Absolutely, you are
You want to
correct,
be
Ron.
ready. You maintain the vehicle. It'll last longer. And that's what our friends at Murphy's Family Auto Service are all about.
Indeed, they are. Give them a call at 517-552-3040 or online, murphysfamilyauto.com. All kinds of service for your cars and trucks, tune-ups, brakes, electrical, tire, shock, suspension, batteries, the whole thing. And if it ever gets warm, you probably want to check out your air
You
conditioner.
want to make sure the AC is ready.
They can do that too.
You might need it by Wednesday.
Maybe you want to check out your heater because you're like, what the
You
hell?
might need that too.
You're like, this is bullshit. So if it is, call Murphy's Family Auto.
And it happens.
Yeah, murphysfamilyauto.com.
That's going to do it for us. Have a great long weekend. We will see you back here on Tuesday. We'll have trivia coming up. You know what? I may even put a question up over the holiday weekend.
Okay.
Sunday night. So we'll traditionally have that. We'll just have a double answer for Sunday and Monday night trivia on Tuesday's show.
All right. So enjoy the weekend and good, I don't want to say happy Memorial Day. It is about remembering those who served and lost their
Gave their-
lives.
yeah, the ultimate sacrifice.
So we appreciate that. So for your Memorial Day observances, have a great weekend.
You've been giggling with Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.